Assalamu alaikum class. I am Miss Aisha Abid from Army Public School and College, Khanewal. I welcome you all in our biology lesson for class 8. It is a project of APSEC's online support program. Our topic today will be relationship of biology to other sciences, Quran and biology. Objective: we will be able to understand the concept of relationship of biology to other sciences and Quran in biology. Success criteria: concepts must be clear about relationships of biology to other sciences and Quran and biology. Today is day 2 of week 2. Starting our topic of relationship of biology to other sciences, the interrelationship among different branches of biology cannot be denied. What are these different branches of biology? We will study it later. Biology includes the information on various aspects of living things, but these information relates to one another and other branches of sciences as well. Each branch of science has a relationship with other sciences. Branches of science include physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, economics, commonly known as economics. Examples: when we study process of movement in animals, biologists have to refer the laws of motion of physics. This forms the basis of interdisciplinary sciences. Firstly, biophysics. It deals with the study of principles of physics which are applicable in biological phenomena. For example, there is similarity between the working principle of liver in physics and limbs of animals in biology. In biophysics, we study living organisms and different laws of physics which are applicable in living organisms or biological phenomena. In this case, we study a lever in which we apply our force in upward direction so that ball must be raised upward. Same is the function with a human arm. This is the axis, this is the force which is in upward direction, and this is the same action of human arm and liver which we study in physics. Next comes biochemistry. Biochemistry, from the name we come across the term living organisms and chemistry or chemical reactions. It deals with the study of chemistry of different compounds and processes occurring in different living organisms. For example, the study of basic metabolism of photosynthesis and respiration involves the knowledge of chemistry. For example, we already know that a plant, how does it survive? It survives by water, carbon dioxide we exhale, and sunlight from the sun, obviously. They do the chemical reaction using this carbon dioxide and water, obviously sunlight, and synthesize sugar for themselves and oxygen for us. So we can express this in the form of chemical reaction or in the form of chemicals like we do in chemistry. So this is a basic metabolism of photosynthesis and respiration. This is already involved in the basic science or basic study of biochemistry. In biochemistry, we study different compounds and different processes which are occurring in living organisms. Biomathematics, it deals with the study of biological processes using mathematical techniques and tools. For example, when we analyze data gathered after experimental work, biologists have to apply the rules of mathematics. When biologists perform some experiment, they have to draw logical conclusions or results. So for these results, they use mathematical techniques and tools like rules of algebra, rules of ratios and proportion, obviously. In biogeography, what is biogeography? Bio, it means life, geo means earth, graphy means the study of living organisms in different geographical regions of the world. Proper definition: it deals with the study of occurrence and distribution of different species of living organisms in different geographical regions of the world. It applies the knowledge of characteristics of particular geographical regions to determine the characteristics of living organisms found there. For example, this is the part of globe which is shown here. In this region of earth, zebras are found here, elephants are found, foxes, kangaroos, octopus, dolphin, the bear. When we study different animals and their location and the life cycles in different or particular regions, we are studying it under the shade of biogeography. What is bioeconomics? It is the field in which living organisms are studied under economical point of view, so that we can calculate that how much profit we can gain by using these living organisms, for example crops or plants. Definition: it deals with the study of organisms from economical point of view. For example, the cost value or profit value of yield of wheat can be calculated through bioeconomics, and benefits or losses can be determined. Quick summary is that when we study biology and photosynthesis and respiration processes, we study it under the chemical reactions, and combined study of these processes is called as biochemistry. When we study economics and benefits and losses of particular living things, we are studying it under the shade of bioeconomics. When we are studying mathematics and applying data analysis in and calculation in our biological data, we call it biometry or biomathematics. When we study muscles and bones and different laws of physics which are obviously applied on muscles and bones, we are studying it under biophysics. When we are studying the distribution of organisms in different geographical regions of the world, it is called biogeography. That was a quick summary of our previous topic. Let's start the new topic. Quran and biology. At many places in Holy Quran, Allah Pak hints during the origin and characteristics of living organisms. In the same verse, human beings have been instructed to expose the unknown aspects of life after getting the hints. In Quran, Allah has given clear-cut signs that human beings should explore their lives. And in Quran, Allah has already described different stages of life. He gave us a clear hint in Surah Anbiya, verse number 30. وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ أَفَلَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. And we have made from water every living thing. Will they not then believe? For its explanation, water makes up 60 to 70% of the composition of protoplasm of living things. What is protoplasm? Protoplasm is everything which is inside the cell membrane, inside nucleus, cytoplasm, everything. This verse hints at the common origin of living organism, which is water, obviously. As Allah ordered him to think at the hints given by him, we should study living things so that mysterious things and their origins can be revealed. In Surah Rahman, verse number 14, Allah gave another hint. خَلَقَ الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ صَلْصَالٍ كَالْفَخَّارِ. He made the man from clay like the potter. In Surah Al-Mu'minun, verse number 14, it says, ثُمَّ خَلَقْنَا النُّطْفَةَ عَلَقَةً فَخَلَقْنَا الْعَلَقَةَ مُضْغَةً فَخَلَقْنَا الْمُضْغَةَ عِظَامًا فَكَسَوْنَا الْعِظَامَ لَحْمًا. Then fashioned we the drop of clot, then fashioned we the clot of a little lump, then fashioned we little lump bones, then clotted the bones with flesh. Explanation of these two verses: that when we think at the hints given in both of these verses given in Quran, we find the events that occurred in the creation of human beings. For example, human beings are created from clay or potter. Secondly, human beings, how they are created from the clot of blood, then fashioned the clot of little lump, then fashioned the little lump bones, and then clotted the bones with flesh, and a human being is created. Allah also hint at the method of development of animals, including human beings. Quran and biology says in Surah An-Nur, ayah number 24-25, its translation is, Allah has created every living creature from water, and of them are those that move on their bellies, and of them are those that walk on two legs, and of them are those that walk on four. Allah creates what He wills. Indeed, Allah is over all things competent. Explanation for this verse is this verse describes the common origin and modification of organisms and also support the modern concept of classification. Thus Quran hints not only at the origin and development of life but also at many other characteristics of living organisms. For example, in this verse Allah Pak has explained some organisms that creep on their bellies, for example reptiles, and some those that walk on two legs, for example human beings, and of those that walk on four, such as animals, goats, cows. Allah can create whatever He wills. So before sum up our lesson today, we have to get a quick recap of our lesson in which we study different interdisciplinary sciences: biophysics, biochemistry, and bioeconomics, biogeography, biomathematics. While in Quranic biology, we have studied that Allah has given a lot of hints about the origin of human life. How does He created life? What are the main things or what are the main ingredients of human life when He came into existence? For obviously, it is water and clay. Then Allah ordered human beings to explore the secrets of nature. I hope you understand that lesson of today. That was all for today's task. You have to learn all of this. All right. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.